Hi guys, welcome on board today. I'm very pleased today because we will welcome a legend of the Southwest. A legend because they have done so many movies playing the character of a cowboy. So you know him being the salesman in Back to the Future. Of course, I'm talking about Burton Gilliam. So for French people, I will try to translate and we'll try to play this game all night long today. Je vais faire une petite traduction. Je vais parler anglais-français aujourd'hui parce qu'il y a matière. Donc aujourd'hui, je suis très content de recevoir notre ami Burton William. Je le reçois, alors c'est pas en direct, je l'ai reçu au milieu de la nuit et on va vous passer l'enregistrement qu'on a fait il y a juste quelques heures de cela. Voilà, on a eu des petits problèmes techniques hier soir à minuit, donc on a refait une session dans la nuit. Je suis très content parce que Burton est vraiment une légende du Far West. Il a joué dans plein de films de cow-boy et c'est super qu'il soit avec nous aujourd'hui. Mais avant cela, bien évidemment, on va commencer avec notre ami Kevin Bush qui est un petit peu en retard. So, before watching Burton Gilliam, we will start with Kevin Bush, but he's a little late, so we will speak about some other things today and to wait him. And in a few minutes, we will start with Kevin. Donc, il va être un petit peu en retard, donc on va commencer avec d'autres choses. Tout d'abord, la présentation de l'association 80 miles à l'heure. Aujourd'hui, c'est quand même une journée spéciale puisqu'on est à 2 jours du Back to the Future Day. Donc, it's a special day because we're only few days from Back to the Future Day, the 21st. So I wanted to present for all of you to have a global overview of the association, ATM Power Association. Donc, pour tout le monde, je voulais vraiment faire ce soir une vraie overview, un focus sur l'association 80 miles à l'heure. Et donc, en attendant que les gens se connectent, eh bien, on va faire une petite overview de ce qu'est notre association. Donc, je vais transférer ça sur mon écran et je vais vous faire voir tout de suite. Donc, un petit aperçu de l'association 88 miles à l'heure. Hop, voilà. Alors, zoom, comme ça. On a un petit overview et c'est parti. Voilà, donc on se retrouve dans un petit quart d'heure. En attendant, eh bien, welcome on board. Et puis, on regarde l'association 80 miles à l'heure, une petite vidéo de présentation. Stay tuned. Now, I will launch a little presentation of ATM Power Association just to present you what about the association. And just after, we'll start with Kevin Bush for a visit of Hill Valley. Juste après, on aura Kevin pour une petite visite de Hill Valley. Et restez stay tuned because a lot of surprises today. Some guests, some new guests, which is not announced. Donc, des surprises avec de nouveaux invités pas annoncés. On aura ça tout à l'heure. Et plein de trucs. So stay tuned and welcome on board. ATM Power Association, it's just now.
konnichiwa. My name is Amy. Let me introduce my friends. Next, big-eyed Japanese dog, Kuroda, please. Mr. Kuroda, please.
Oh, thank you, Amy. Hi, everyone. Konnichiwa. I am big-eyed Japanese dog. Great Scott. よろしくね。Next, Yuki, please.
Hi, I'm Yuki. The next is Japanese dog again, Toshi.
Hi, konnichiwa. Japanese Toshi Doku. Next, Erika, please.
Hi, konnichiwa. My name is Erika. Next, Beta, please.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Vince, and we are supporters of Team Frogs from Japan.
See
you in the
Future.
Salut tout le monde, on vous présente le stand 80 miles à l'heure au salon Toys Impact. C'est une grande première pour nous, c'est notre premier stand. On espère lancer en convention. On promouvoit la culture populaire à travers notre trilogie de films Retour à le futur.
On a des objets un peu particuliers qu'on peut voir dans la trilogie, des objets qu'on voit dans le garage de Doc, ses horloges, sa machine à café qui se déclenche toute seule. On voit également tout ce qui est produits dérivés, ça va de la Hot Wheels 1/64e à la Hot Toys au 1/6e qui s'allume avec des intermédiaires, des Hot Wheels au 1/18e, des jeux vidéo, des livres, des CD, des laserdiscs. On a essayé de présenter tout ce qui se pouvait se faire en fait dans le monde de Retour vers le futur.
Clara.
Les activités sur ce salon de l'association 88 miles à l'heure ont été de différents types. Une exposition, à la fois d'objets vus dans le film, de produits dérivés, de jouets. Une activité vente, dont pour certains produits, notamment une part reversée à la fondation Team Fox, donc la fondation pour la recherche contre Parkinson. Des scénettes également qui ont été rejouées, principalement du film du troisième volet de la trilogie. Et également et surtout des photos qui ont été faites devant un magnifique décor qui est derrière moi, avec la DeLorean aux côtés des cosplayers. Et surtout, chose importante, contre un don, tout simplement, au souhait de chacun, qui sera reversé lui aussi à tous.
J'ai écrit un livre sur la DeLorean parce que je me sentais obligé de faire ce sujet-là sur une voiture qui est populaire. Et mon livre Retour vers la DeLorean est le seul livre en français sur le sujet. Moi qui suis fan déjà de Retour vers le futur, je n'imaginais pas cette poison d'objets autour de Retour vers le futur. Alors je connais bien entendu ce qu'on voit dans les films, l'horloge là, de Félix le chat, plein d'autres éléments. En fait, ça démontre que Retour vers le futur est beaucoup plus développé que ce qu'on peut imaginer, en tout cas moi ce que j'avais pu penser, et que ça en fait une trilogie qui est absolument phénoménale.
c'est fou cette application à aller fouiller chaque détail du film pour retrouver des éléments et les chercher et les obtenir et les avoir ou les refabriquer. C'est dingue. Alors moi, Retour vers le futur, j'ai découvert ça au cinéma et le truc qui m'avait fait halluciner, je me rappelle, le truc vraiment choquant pour moi, c'est que j'avais l'habitude d'aller voir des films, mais je savais jamais s'il allait avoir une suite à un film. Et à la fin du 2, au cinéma, après le générique, d'un seul coup, on est au western, il y a la DeLorean, il y a des chevaux, et là, ça dit bientôt Retour vers le futur 3, tu vois. Et là, j'ai fait, ils ont déjà des images, ils savent déjà ce qu'ils vont faire. Et ça m'a complètement retourné le cerveau.
Ça me rend enragé, t'entends? Personne m'appelle Molos. Encore moins une espèce de bouche à merde déguisée en arbre de Noël.
Mr. Burton, Gilliam, thank you. Up, and I will launch and share my screen just for this interview, which is very funny and oops, very cool. So let's now see Mr. Burton. Up. Just in a few seconds. This one. And here we are with Mr. Burton. Please enjoy and see you in 15 or 20 minutes because it's a quick interview. Thanks.
Especially for you, Burton.
Well, I got it.
Thank you. Firstly, thank you, Burton, for the time because I know you're very busy. You're doing a lot of things, and especially appreciate to have some time with you. Thank you.
Well,
it will be a quick interview. It will be a quick interview. I will try to put all the questions people have told me because you have a lot of fans and a lot of people told me, oh, I want the salesman, etc. I want some anecdotes, etc. So let me share my screen. So I have some few questions to ask you, Burton. Firstly, what about your audition scene? You have done one.
Nobody has ever said that to me. I came with pretty good credentials going in the front door.
Yeah. So it was sufficient to come and play. That's all.
Yeah.
So is it the way?
And you know what? That's the best thing you can have if they want you to read and say, hey, this is the guy that said so and so, so and so. We don't need him to read. If one person out of maybe 6 or 7 people in the room will just say that line, it's a done deal, you know. Especially if he's the producer.
Sure. So, do you remember the scene on the first day of the set? When you arrive on the set of Back to the Future in Sonora for the Western, do you remember the first scene?
I don't have any idea.
Okay. And do you... Okay, it doesn't matter if you don't know exactly what was the day one, no problem. But
it was, it may have been a big deal to somebody else, but wasn't to me, I guess. I was just trying to find my way back to the hotel.
So, for this famous scene where you ask Marty where did he learn to shoot like that, how many shoots were made to do the entire scene? Was it made easily with only 1 or 2 shoots, or was it harder because of technical troubles or things like that? And they have made different shoots for this scene.
We did have a lot of technical problems. It was cold. The 2 nights that we shot, it was probably about 32 or 35 degrees. we looked like we were having fun, but we were all very cold. And there were probably, with all the set people on there and all the extras and dancers and everything, there were probably 100 people there, and we were all very cold. But that's one of those things that has to be done, and if it has to be done, an actor or actors will get it done. That's a fact.
So that's the goal. That's the goal. If it had to be done, so even with bad condition, do, and that's all.
It was very cold.
And how many days did you spend on this set? Because for that scene, okay, but
you know what? I actually worked 3 nights, but I was there 16 days.
16 days.
Yeah, because the weather was so unpredictable. They would just keep putting my scene back as far as they could. It was really, every day my call would be in the evening. My call would be like 6 o'clock in the evening. I'd go out to the set, and I'd be on the set for about 45 minutes, and they'd say, well, looks like we're not going to get to you tonight either. We're going back to the hotel. If something happens, we'll call you and we'll come get you. But it was just the weather had everything to do with it. We were there in, I guess it was November, 1st of November, something like that. And up in that part of California, and that's about 4,000 feet high there. That was, get up that high and it's really cold.
Sure. Burton, in Back to the Future 3, legendary cowboys went for cameos, particularly Pat Buttram, Dub Taylor, Harry Carey Jr. playing cards at the saloon.
Yeah.
How about this collaboration between legendary cowboys like you and them? And did you play poker with them at the table?
Listen, I have always been the guy who cannot play poker, but gets involved with playing poker with those guys, and they always say, "Here comes our per diem guy," meaning they're going to get my per diem for the day. They got, I've done that on a number of sets. Per diem is like found money. And that's exactly right. It's found money. And back then we were probably getting $100 a day per diem on that movie. So they knew that here he comes. We can split up the $100 or whatever it was among ourselves. But it was all fun, per diem is, like I say, is found money. It just comes out of nowhere. They just come in the first of the week. They say, "Well, okay, here you're gonna be here for X number of days. Here's this amount of money,"
Oh my God. So it was a lot of fun. It was hard work because you work a lot. People before you on the last day says we could work 20 hours per day. It was very hard. But at the same time, it was like working with a whole family because all people, guests, crew, extra, all the people were very gentle, very big collaboration between all of them. And it was like working with an entire family. Did you agree with that?
Oh boy, it is. Everybody knows that they know what your per diem is. As an actor, they know what your per diem is. As a sound man, as the lead sound man, they know what your per diem is. And for that reason, there's kind of a little bit of a pecking order when if you go out. On the weekend, you decide you want to go out have a drink with the guys. The guys that are getting $27 a day per diem, they don't pick up nearly as many of the tabs as the guy that's getting $100. I can tell you that.
Oh, gosh. So great.
Everybody knows what you're getting.
Yeah, sure.
But when I did Paper Moon, first thing I did in my life, I found out real quick what per diem was, and I liked it. I liked it a lot.
And if you could travel through time with the DeLorean time machine, is there any period you would like to go?
Oh yeah, gosh.
In the past or in the future, depending on what you want.
Count me in. Anything that's got to do with the two Bobs and all.
And Burton, probably the last question: Could you do live the famous quotes about Michael J. Fox about where did you learn to shoot like that? Could you do it live now with the accent and everything?
I have people come up to me nearly every day.
Sure. Yeah. I'm sure of that.
and sometimes I'll I'll just put them on. I'll say, what are you talking about? But surely they do know after a couple of seconds they figured it out. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's one of the automatic comeback lines. It is that.
Oh my gosh. And we noticed that you have a beautiful hat, but did you keep some other things from the set? You have war or something like that?
This is the only thing I kept from the set.
Only one.
This is it.
You didn't keep a jacket or things like that? Because you have also a beautiful jacket.
Oh yeah. But I wish that I kept all of it. And they really do. For the so-called stars of the picture,
sure.
we probably had 20 stars in 3. But the wardrobe expects you to, they'll look in the other direction if they're counting pieces of clothing, they'll let you buy a number of things. But I just took the hat because I figured the hat.
Yeah,
it,
and this is the most iconic. The most iconic hat of the West. The most iconic hat of the West. Exactly. Yeah. Not the traditional cowboy hat, but a traditional cool hat. Thank you, Burton. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for being so gentle. Thank you for your smile, because you have a very beautiful smile. You're always smiling, and a lot of people love it. And you have a lot of fans in Europe. Thank you.
I must say that I was given one talent, and some people don't think it is a talent, I'm sure. But that right there is my talent. And it has opened so many wonderful doors for me, Mitch. It's unbelievable.
Thank you so much.
It's been a wonderful thing. Thank you so much. I look forward to talking to you again. You hear?
Thank you. I most appreciate it.
Maybe next time you'll be somewhere where it's warm. And
sure, we can.
All right. All right. It's so good talking to you again, my friend.
It was a real pleasure. It was and very helpful also to raise funds for Team Fox to fight Parkinson's disease for our pal Michael, because I know a lot of people will see this show and will make donation just after it. So thank you so much,
There you
Burton.
go. And
Thank you. And just one thing, if you permit, the answer Marty gave you when you asked him where did he learn to shoot like that, he said 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
It's logical because it's a 7-Eleven, and probably as a teenager in 1985, he learned to shoot playing video games in the 7-Eleven.
Sure.
That is
Yeah.
understandable. But in France, 7-Eleven was not so popular when they launched the movie. So for the translation, they don't put 7-Eleven. And in France, it's not the answer. Do you know what is the answer in France for the French version?
Safeway. I don't know what. Kroger's.
Marty said when you ask him when did he learn to shoot like that, he said, Disneyland. He said, I learned in Disneyland.
And that made sense there, right?
And here we are again. So I hope you enjoy the video with Burton. And I was just thanking all of the people who played in the action today to win the poster of the Enchantment of the Sea Dance. And it was a battle between two guys. And the final prize is 200. So thank you for the winner. Thank you. And up, I just send you a little message. Thanks to you guys. And thanks, the winner is Stefan. So thank you, Stefan, for your donation for the Team Fox with this poster. And thanks also, Francisco, because you have done a great battle, Francisco. And as I told you, if you want the poster, I will see if we have another, because I don't remember if you have only one or if you have two. If I have another one, I will contact you for this one. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Stephen, the winner, and thanks, Francisco. Thank you, guys. So I hope you enjoy seeing the Burton show. It was very funny, and for that reason, I decided to wear those cowboys costume today for you. And I will just have a look at the comment, because thank you for your kindness, Burton. Of course, thank you, Yuki. What a nice interview. Thanks, Charlie. Thank you. Jeffrey Westman is here with them. Gilliam. Hey, Jeffrey. Thank you. A lot of people. Yeah, Burton is the best. I agree with you, Jeff. Burton played a little character, but in fact, he has done so many movies as a cowboy, and this character in Back to the Future 3 is very important, because it's the sequence with Michael when he says, where did you learn to shoot like that? It's very funny. And he has a beautiful hat, as I said in the interview, not a cowboy hat, but another one, another style, very cool. And this is so cool to see that he kept his hat. And wow, what a great interview. I was very, very tired because it was in the middle of the night for me, but also very happy to welcome on board Mr. Burton. Gilliam, a great friend of mine. We have yet done autograph session live with him for you guys, for the member of Retour vers le Futur Collection Forum. And it's always a pleasure to provide you some signature for you fans. And speaking about signature, if you want dedicated signature of Claudia Wells, of course, on T-shirts, on photos, just give me a shout, and I could organize something. Same thing with Jeffrey Westman, of course, if you want to have some signature of Jeffrey in behind-the-scene photos, because he has a lot of behind-the-scene photos in his website. So give me a shout, and I will try to arrange some signature session with Claudia, Jeffrey, Michael Klassery also, having the signature and the special edition book, which is for a previous date of November, something like that. So just give me a shout by PM, And just tell me if you want the signature of Claudia, Jeffrey, the book, and the signature of Michael Klasserin, and I will try to do my best to provide you those items, and for a good price and for a great cause. This is so important to speak again about the cause. So now let me see what I have. Things also regarding our friends from another group, and I want to focus with them because it's always important to speak about great people who do great job. So now I want to just speak some little words for the guys up from Scene Stealer. So I will share my screen up here. And here I am. So Scene Stealers up. I will. Talent management, of course, they are working also with us. They are doing great cause for the foundation. It's important to support them because they are friends and they have a lot of talents in their agency. It's always a pleasure to speak about them because they have done a lot trying to provide each time a lot of good prices for having autograph, for having live session, for having some meetings with some actors. So always happy to support my friends of Scene Stealers. And of course, up, I wanna share the screen up. And I wanna speak about the book of Michael Klasserin, of course, because as I said, we are working for France and for Europe to try to have this special edition book with some signature. So it will be a special one-shot especially for Europe. So if you have in mind to buy the book, or do it and contact me to have the private signature of Michael Klasserin on it, or if you want to wait some few months or few weeks more, but this is the signature of Michael, just give me a shot and I will try to provide you this book with the signature of Michael in. So it's important to notice that we'll try to do our best, always with my friends, to provide you some extras, of course. So now another thing, of course, I try to find, it's speaking about the tips and tricks from nuestro amigo Pedro Torome, because we have a lot of tips and tricks to show you each day, and I forget some days to show you those tips. So tips and tricks coming from ATL My Power Association and specifically made by Pedro Torome, which is the leader of the association in Spain. So welcome on board, Pedro, and we're very pleased to see all your tips and tricks each day. So today, speaking about the tribute to the 1959 animated TV series, Mr. Peabody and Sherman. You know those characters in Back to the Future because they were the farmer family when Marty came in the past, and he was in the farm of the Peabody family. And about the animated series, the original series was named Mr. Peabody and Sherman. So it's really a tribute to this animated TV series. What a funny things to know about your trilogy. Now, another thing provided by Pedro Torome, ITM Power Spain. Thank you, Pedro, for providing us this cool thing. So another thing, why could you call me that? So as I explained, if you have seen my interview with Claudia Wells, we have asked this question to Claudia to explain that she was the girlfriend of Michael J. But if she was in France, she was a girlfriend of Pierrot, and in Spain of Levi, and of course in America, the girlfriend of Calvin. So in the States, it's Calvin Klein. In Spain, it's Lévi-Strauss. In France, it's Pierre Cardin. What a great thing to know about this trilogy. It's very cool to know those things. Thank you, Pedro, again. Next thing, it's changes, about changes which were success, because some of them were not success and some others were. So, for example, the first edition of the script was speaking about a chimp, and as you know, it was replaced by a dog with Einstein. And I think it's a cool thing to have changed the chimp by Einstein, because it's more easy to understand that a guy, professor, could be with a dog. So it was replaced by Einstein, and if it's a zoom, if we see up with the focus this little script, you see here that on page 35, Sherman calls Marty a spaceman from Pluto. And yeah, there is some changes with, instead of Darth Vader from Vulcan planet. So there's some things and which need to be changed. And the title of the book written by George at the end, instead of A Match Made in Space, Spaceman from Pluto. So there is some demands from Sid Sheinberg to the Back to the Future, and specifically Bob Gale and Bob Zemeckis, to make some change. So some of them were made, some others not, and it's a good thing about those things. So thank you again, Pedro. Now, what the eyes doesn't see. So yeah, if you look at the wheel of this skateboard, you could see some red colors here and no red color there. They are all gray. So different shoot, as I explained, because it was very hard to shoot Back to the Future, and they make a lot of shoots using 7 cameras in different ways. And it was very difficult to shoot rightly the scene each time the same. So they have tried to do their best, and at the studio during the montage, it appears some troubles like that. So we didn't notice when you see the movie, but with now the 4K TVs and you could do some focus on with the internet, etc., it's more easy to find those very little details. So once again, thank you, Pedro, for having your eyes on the movie and for providing us those little details on the movie. And same thing here with the she's wearing here and not wearing the shoes there. So shoes on, shoes off. Yep, that makes the difference. And we yet talk about the candies there. So thank you, Pedro, for all those tips and tricks. It's very funny to see all those things in the movie now with the big screens. You could easily notice things that you don't notice years ago. So thanks to the technology, now we're able to see some details about Back to the Future. So today I will see the last comments. There are something. Oh, we don't notice on the what is it? This? We don't notice on the VHS tape back in the 80s. Thanks, Pedro. Good job. So glad they came Back to the Future as the main title. Yeah, because it could be changing. So I'm glad also. Kelvin, yeah, instead of, I think Kelvin, it's much better than Pierre Cardin, or even Lévi-Strauss. I don't know. I even don't know the Spanish. I didn't see the Spanish version, but what a strange thing to call someone Lévi-Strauss. I don't understand, but it doesn't matter. Better Kelvin. So now we will end the session, hopefully tomorrow we will have notables with some fantastic guests, because tomorrow fantastic guests are coming. I'm very proud to welcome those, because it's Terry and Oliver Horner. They have done so much during those past years for the Team Fox, and they're still in the business, each time trying to find things to raise funds for Team Fox. They have done some incredible events in 80-85 period. So these couple are very unique because they are dedicated to the foundation. They have made a lot of things. I'm very proud to be a friend, and I'm very proud to welcome them tomorrow. So guys, be there tomorrow, same time. I'm just looking if I have something. I think no. We spoke about the tips and tricks, the scene stealers, yes, of course. Sorry for the troubles with Jeff. I was happy to present you my friend Jeff as a background character, but we want we'll see to arrange another thing with him next time. And always thank you, Burton. Thank you, Kevin, for your great video. It was your last live session, as you said. Tomorrow it will be a recorded session, but tomorrow it will work also. And on Wednesday, don't miss, we welcome Bob Girl, and we also give the results of the raffle. So if you're not on the raffle at the moment, go Hill Valley Historical Society, go there in their Facebook page, buy a ticket, and more ticket you buy, more chance you have to win. So I repeat, some extra posters. I will show you some photos I have from those posters, just to remind how beautiful they are. So if I'm able to find those, where they are, okay. Where they are, okay. Okay. No, I will try to find them tomorrow, and tomorrow I will give you those images. Hill Valley Historical Society on Facebook. It's ending, the raffle is ending on Wednesday noon. So buy your ticket before Wednesday noon. And after Wednesday, Bob Gale himself will give the results for those beautiful posters of the Back to the Future musical. So thank you guys. Sorry, I'm a little tired, so I think you have noticed that my English spoken is not very well, so I have to sleep some hours now, because I didn't sleep tonight, because I received Burton. I have a lot of things to prepare for welcoming Bob Gale in 2 days, and Oliver and Terry tomorrow. So bye-bye, see you tomorrow, same hour. Félicitations for all the winners, and see you in the future. And thanks for the support of Team Fox. Thank you, bye. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.